So our first step in paneling, now that we have the paneling tools installed, is to divide off that UV surface. So let me go ahead and make a Grasshopper full screen here. And this opens up so we can see the paneling tools better. And the paneling tool I'm looking for is surface domain number. And so the idea here is, so this is under paneling tools, and we're going to create a grid. And that UV number is coming back. That's like dividing that surface off by X and Y, but since it's curvilinear space, it's U and V. And we can determine the amount of UV elements we want, and we're going to input that surface, that lofted surface we've just created. So I'm going to connect these together, and I'll scooch this down now that you've seen that well enough. And what you can see is we have these little dots in our, which are points, indication of points along our surface. And so it's got, if you counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and there's probably 9 dots around the surface in the along the longitudinal way also. So we want to be able to vary that. So we're going to make a slider. So I'm going to look for a slider. So I'm going to double click, double left click, and do a integer slider. Let's see if that'll show up. It'll end up number sliders. And so what we want to do here is right click on this and go to slider type and set that for integers. And then I'm going to right click on it again. And for values, I'm going to set a maximum value of, let's say, 40, which is more than we would want, and commit those changes. And now if you notice, I'll move that slider, we'll go from 0 to 40. I'll pull this off, and I'm going to connect that to both the U and V. And now you'll see that as we slide the slider, we have control over the amount of points. And each one of those points will be the vertice of the panel that we're going to create. So now we have complete control over how we're going to panel that surface, and we'll do that in the next clip.